Alright. 21 July 2026, 10 p.m. Indonesia, my mother's house. So, the laundry room incident. Farid had never done. Farid had never done his own laundry before arriving at the college. A fact he only fully realized while standing in front of the dorm washing machine, holding a bottle of detergent like it might explain itself if he stared long enough. How hard could this actually be, he thought. Dumping in a week's worth of clothes, a full cap of detergent, and for a reason he couldn't later explain, roughly double that amount again just to be safe. "20 minutes later, a girl from the third floor wandered into the laundry room and immediately stopped in the doorway, staring at the scene in front of her with wide, astonished eyes. Farid's washing machine had become a small, foaming volcano, thick, while suds pouring steadily out of the machine edges and spreading across the tile floor in an expanding, soapy lake. "Please tell me you did not use an entire bottle of detergent," she said, already stepping carefully around the growing puddle. "Define entire," Fahid said, mortified, grabbing every paper towel roll within reach. "That's a disaster. That's a disaster, not a laundry cycle," she said, laughing despite clearly trying not to. "I am Marilyn. By the way, cycle laundry room disaster I have witnessed this month. For what it's worth, you are not alone." Farid on his knees now, attempting to soak up an ever-expanding puddle with paper towels that were rapidly disintegrating in his hands, managed a weak smile, comforting honestly. "Any advice?" "Turn off the machine first," she said, stepping past him to hit the emergency stop button he apparently had not noticed exist. The chaotic foaming stopped immediately, though the floor remained a tangled mess of soap, bubbles, and soggy paper towel. Second, one small cup of detergent is usually enough, not the entire bottle. The instructions were not exactly clear, Farid muttered, gesturing at the detergent bottle. Tiny, confusing measurement lines. "Apparently," Mailing said, grabbing a mop from the corner closet with the confidence of someone who had clearly done this exact cleanup before. "Nobody reads the laundry instruction until after their first disaster. Disaster. I certainly did not. Together, they spent the next half hour mopping up soap, wringing out drenched paper towel, and occasionally bursting into laughter whenever a fresh wave of suds appeared from some previously unnoticed corner of the machine. By the time the floor was finally clean again. Farid's clothes sat abandoned in a wet, soapy pile beside the machine, still technically unwashed. I genuinely don't know how to fix this now, he admitted, staring at the pile with something close to despair. You just start again, Maylin said simply. Maylin said simply. Picking up the detergent bottle and measuring out a proper amount this time. Holding it up forced him to see clearly. This much, not more. No matter how stubborn you feel about proving the machine wrong. Farid laughed, genuinely this time. Some of the earlier embarrassment fading into simple relief. I really thought I understood how this worked. Nobody does at first, Maylin said. Staring the machine correctly this time, no such escaping, no fall volcano threatening the floor. I flooded this exact laundry room by my second week here, if it helps. Completely different reason, but equally humiliating. What happened? Overloaded the machine with too many towels, and walked away for 2 hours, presumably, assuming it will handle itself just fine. It did not handle itself just fine. They sat together on the folding table while Farid's laundry finally properly washed itself, trading stories about other small disasters of their first weeks away from home. Burned pasta, locked out dorm rooms, and accidentally reversed bus routes that added 90 minutes to what should have been a 15-minute trip. I think everyone just quietly struggles though. True, the exact same mistakes, Maylin said. Eventually, nobody actually knows that they are doing it at first. We are all just figuring it out at the same time, mostly alone. Mostly too embarrassed to admit it. Well, I'm definitely not embarrassed anymore, Farid said, gesturing at the now clean floor. Mostly because you watched the entire disaster happen firsthand. Nothing left to hide. Mailing laughed. Honestly, it's kind of nice. Most people only show their successes here. Successes here. It is refreshing watching someone's actual clueless first attempt at something instead. By the time Farid's laundry finished properly, clean, and appropriately foam free, he will learn considerably more than just the correct amount of detergent. He will learn that Maylin lived two floors above him, that she was equally lost trying to navigate the dining hall's confusing meal plan system, and that disaster it turned out made surprisingly good icebreaker. Sometime next week, she asked, only half joking, as they folded his now clean clothes together. I'm sure something else around here is bound to go wrong eventually. Trolling me again? Farid admitted. I haven't attempted the dryer yet. Maylin grinned. Then I'll bring extra paper towel. Just in case. Thank you.